Hello, everyone. Welcome to this session on boosting life sciences digital experience with a headless CMS. So in this session, we'll talk about what this headless CMS is, what's its applicability to life sciences, and what kind of customer journey it promises to have when life sciences companies implement that. So I'm your host, Ravivrat Pandey. I'm AVP of Web and Portal Solutions in Indegene. And for those of you who are new to Indegene, Indegene is a life sciences services company, and we have been in this industry for last 25 years, and we serve 19 of the top 20 pharma companies. So today's session we will do in a fireside chat kind of model, and for that I will have this discussion with Kamal Kondiala, and Kamal is a veteran, is an SME in this field on headless CMS. He brings a wealth of knowledge and experience on implementing these kind of solutions. Kamal, we will start with the very basic question that everyone wants to know. What exactly is headless CMS? I'll let you go into details, but what I understand is it basically decouples your content and your experience. So you don't have to worry about how the content will be displayed on the website or other channels. And you basically focus on creating the content. But I'll let you go into details on what exactly is headless CMS.
Yeah. Thank you, Ravi. We will now take a closer look at what exactly a headless CMS is. Headless CMS allows you to create content once and reuse it across all touch points, eliminating the need for creating separate variants for each channel, right? This is a real benefit for life sciences brand managers as it streamlines content creation and distribution and ensures consistency and accuracy across all channels. This is very important, especially in a regulatory industries like life sciences. If you look at the traditional CMS, content is tied, to a single output, and it's basically not reusable, right? And also, time to market across channels is high and tends to be slower over the time in traditional CMS. Let's understand, where headless CMS is more suitable, right? If you have, more than one channel to deliver the content, or if you have already, invested in best of the breed solutions and want to integrate CMS for web content, correct? In such cases, definitely, headless CMS will be an option. And also, if you have a limited budget and do not want to, spend all your budgets upfront in form of licenses, correct? Okay, so then I feel that headless will be more suitable. You can start with a small solution and try to add new features as your business needs, right? And also, if your IT teams are looking for an flexibility in terms of the programming languages as well as the frameworks that they would like to use, right? If you don't want to really tie to a single platform in the long run and would like to replace your CMS at any point of time without a major risk. Because headless CMS is basically a plug and play architecture. At any point of time, you can replace your existing CMS. Some of these key capabilities, really makes headless CMS a game changer. Ravi, can you share your perspective on, specific cases, correct? where you think like headless CMS would be a great fit for life sciences companies?
Sure, Kamal. So when you were describing about headless CMS, I was thinking about some of the use cases that is very applicable in life sciences industry. So see, when they create a web page or any website, most of the CMS provides some interface where it's a WYSIWYG editor, right? What you see is what you get kind of editor, in context editing. In there, they are creating the content in the confines of whatever CMS provides. That template restricts them in creation of that content. Now, with this headless CMS, they don't have to worry about that. They just focus on creating the content instead of worrying about which template it is part of or how it will be displayed. So that is one. The other I was thinking is the modularization of the content. You create once and use it everywhere, not just on website, but it can be on the social media channels, or it can be in iDetail or email campaigns. So same chunk of content, which is MLR approved, can be used everywhere in all the channels. So that will be another good use case for life sciences industry.
Thanks for that, Ravi. Now let us look at how headless CMS differs from a traditional or monolithic CMS, right? And how it's a better option for a life sciences companies. If you look at what truly makes headless CMS better than traditional CMS is its content first approach with full APIs to access and display your content wherever you need it, right? Okay, so create the content once and reuse it in different channels. This is one of the greatest advantages of headless CMS. And headless CMS supports an omni-channel or microservices-based architecture, right? It does not require an high upfront cost in form of licenses like, monolithic CMS. It can be easily integrated into the existing ecosystem. And for IT managers, headless CMS offers flexibility in terms of programming languages and frameworks. And it empowers the IT team to create a tailored solutions while using the headless CMS. And finally, right, its modular architecture of headless CMS promotes seamless integration and collaboration in content creation. Content editors can work independently of developers, speeding up the content creation and publishing processes. It doesn't do it in a waterfall way like how we do it in a traditional CMS, where you need to build your template first and then create the content, right? Okay, so but in this case, as soon as we have the content modeling done, we can straight away get into content creation while your front-end developers are working on your, the application.
Thank you, Kamal. I have a few more questions. The first question is about how scalable this solution is. So compared to traditional CMS, monolithic ones, uh, what's the scalability and performance of a headless CMS? Are they better than the monolithic one? Monolithic ones are known for handling large volumes of content and delivering across multiple channels. So how does headless CMS fare?
Yeah. Headless CMS, right, Ravi, supports large volumes, and also it can be scaled both vertically as well as horizontally, right? Since headless CMS is built on a modular architecture, some of its tasks are offloaded, to the other systems within your solution. Let's take a look at a typical reference architecture of headless CMS, right? You will have three layers. To start with, we will have an CMS layer on top of it, where the content would be created by the content authors and it gets published to your front end layer, right? Okay, so and this content would get exposed to the front end layer using the JSON output. And at the same time, you can have your microservices layer, right? Okay, so which basically, takes a lot of load of some of your services compared to your traditional CMS, right? In traditional CMS, everything needs to be taken care by your CMS platform. But whereas in headless CMS, some of this tasks can be offloaded to the other applications within your ecosystem.
All right, thanks, Kamal. Next question is on future proofing. So technology is continuously evolving, and all the CMS solutions have to adapt to these innovations, right? Whether it's authoring innovation in how content is authored or how content is displayed. So with all these continuous evolution, how does headless CMS adapt to these new innovations and all the emerging trends in CMS solutions?
I see that, many improvements has been done to the authoring experience in the recent years, Ravi. Compared to the early days of headless CMS, right? One of the biggest advantages is that it can be easily integrated with the best of the breed solutions. And at the same time, right? Okay, so there were a lot of, new features as well as the functionalities has been getting added to your headless CMS.
All right. Okay, one more question, and uh, this is the last one. So, can you elaborate on the potential challenges organizations might face when transitioning from a traditional CMS to the headless CMS, and what strategies or steps you recommend for them to overcome these challenges?
That's a great question, Ravi. There are two major challenges, right? One is its content migration, and the second one is its change management. Migrating content from a monolithic CMS to an headless CMS, it can be a complex process depending on the volume and complexity of the content, right? However, careful planning as well as a content strategy and execution can contribute to a successful migration. At Indegene, right? Okay, so we have helped a lot of our customers in migrating the content, and we can bring in this experience as well as the expertise, correct, to ensure a successful migration. In fact, we have a service offering where our consultants will do an initial assessment and they can come up with an risk mitigated migration plan, correct? Okay, so to ensure that there would be a successful migration from any CMS to an headless CMS.
Right. Thank you, Kamal. This was very insightful session. I learned a lot of things, and I'm sure people listening to this session will definitely benefit from it. So what I have seen in the past, headless approach has been there for a long time, right? It was popular in other industries like retail or media or banking. But now it's becoming popular in life sciences. So more and more companies are now adopting it. So there are solutions which are pure play headless, like content stack or contentful. Then the monolithic or the traditional CMS providers are also coming with headless options like AEM, Sitecore, Adobe. They all have their own headless option as well, or what they call hybrid solution, where you can have either headless or you can have headful or a mixture of these two solutions. So hope to see more pharma companies adapting this. And personally, for myself, it was very, very insightful and very enriching. So hope to have more such conversations with you in future. Thanks again, Kamal.
Thank you, Ravi.